this is just another ordinary bumper sticker, you're wrong. I'm Tom Sweeney. It's part of an anti-car theft prevention kit you get when you join Hot Car. It's free, so protect your car. Join Hot Car today.
Toby March has the 5:30 news difference weeknights.
Jennifer Richards is really Jane Marie Stafford. Amanda's real mother. Oh, no wonder she was so anxious to work for me. And why she tried so hard to ingratiate herself with Amanda every chance she got.
And had especially close feelings for her family until the trouble that made her run away. She was a very accomplished pianist, too, and talked of a concert career one day. Those facts, along with a photo of my sister at 16, are all I have to aid in the search for.
Father, I'll only say this once. But if you fire Jennifer now, she's going through such living hell over Morgan. I will never forgive you.
Oh, Jennifer's been very clever. Getting so close to Amanda. And it's a fortune she's after. Just like Ben. I must be even more clever. And I will be.
Amanda, the worst thing you can do now is to give up hoping that Ben's going to come back to you. I mean, I still believe he will, and you've got to think that, too.
I just can't go on believing in hope. Days go by, and I don't see Ben. I don't even hear from him. And all I can remember is that awful night when he stood here and told me that Eve is in the middle of all that confusion.
Amanda, you have got to stop dwelling on that.
It's hard not to when I'm here alone and so terribly lonely. And my relationship with my mother is the worst it's ever been, which is saying a lot.
Well, look, how about Jennifer Richards? I mean, you've told me how wonderful and helpful she's been.
She has been. But now she's decided to move away from Springfield.
Why?
She says that she wants to get Morgan away from all the trouble that she's been through here. But I think there's a lot more to it than that.
It'd have to be. I mean, Jennifer's too intelligent to think that moving Morgan away is going to solve her problem.
Well, there's something really bothering her, Hope. Do you know that yesterday we were at the hospital and Alan came into the cafeteria looking for you. And I went up to talk to him and asked him to come back to the table to meet Jennifer. When I did, she was gone. And I finally found her sitting in my car in the hospital parking lot, trembling. She'd obviously been crying.
Well, did you get her to tell you what was bothering her? Amanda?
Hi.
So, did you sleep well?
Yes, matter of fact, I did.
Good.
Thanks to our talk last night. But I woke up this morning, realizing what a difficult task I have in helping Philip understand why Justin and I have to divorce, and I have to get on with my life.
You'll work it out.
I hope so. I need your advice.
Sure.
Mike, what's the fastest divorce I can have? I think the faster this is done with, the happier Philip will be.
Well, since no one is contesting the divorce, a Haitian divorce would be the most expedient.
All right. Will you take care of the details?
Yeah. But you're not trying to speed the divorce up just so you can move away faster with Philip, are you?
No. As a matter of fact, I've decided to take your advice. I'm going to think about it.
Good. I know I don't have to tell you what I hope your decision will be.
Did you, talk to Jennifer this morning? I know you're concerned about her moving away.
Well, actually, I tried to call her at Wexler's, and the cook said that she wasn't in, didn't know when she'd be back. Very sort of mysterious, like a lot of things about Jennifer.
Oh, really? I thought you knew her well.
Well, I've spent a lot of time with her, but nobody really knows her, I don't think. She doesn't let anybody get that close to her. I don't know, she seems to be afraid, just as though I think there's a lot of fear in this decision to move away from Springfield.
Oh, it's strange. What would she be afraid of?
I don't know, but I intend to find out. Just as I intend to find out what she meant when she said, I have to leave Springfield to protect the people I love.
Sorry, Mrs. Richards, but I wanted to double check to see that I'm giving you back everything you brought in.
Oh, all right. Let me see here. Oh, you've done a beautiful job.
Well, they didn't need much polishing, but I can see why you like to keep them looking their best. They're invaluable antique pieces, irreplaceable.
Well, I appreciate you taking such good care of them.
All right. Here's everything. And this is what you owe me.
Oh, may I give you my personal check?
Of course. But would you mind signing the bill, too? It's not that I don't remember that you're the lady, the same one who brought them in. But with pieces this valuable, I like to keep good records.
I understand perfectly.
Clever. I must be very clever.
And now, the award-winning Guiding Light. This portion is presented by Dry Formula Secret, strong enough for a man, but made for a woman. And by Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Rosie, it's Orville Johnson, the town tightwad.
He's so stingy he only orders half portions.
Rosie, I'd like half a piece of...
You got it.
Half a Bounty? For that spill?
Bounty's the quicker picker-upper. Half a sheet'll prove it.
Boy, that's fast.
Is Bounty really faster than other towels?
You bet your budget. Match Bounty against another leading brand.
Look how much faster Bounty's getting up the whole spill.
The other towel can't absorb as fast.
But even wet, Bounty's the quicker picker-upper.
That's terrific, Rosie. I think I'll buy a whole roll.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. Half a sheet'll prove it.
Would you let someone bake wet mud into your baby's best shirt in a hot dryer?
That's going to make me upset.
We're doing it to test Dash.
That black dirt, it will be set in there, and it won't come out.
We're showing even baked-in, dried-in, set-in dirt is no match for Dash.
He took a clean, nice little shirt that my baby wears to church. It looks like it's ruined.
Mrs. Platt thinks her baby's shirt is ruined, but Concentrated Dash has 3 powerful dirt dissolvers that lift out even baked-in, dried-in, set-in dirt and bring out the clean.
It came clean. If Dash could get this shirt this clean, I would use it on my family's wash.
Try Dash. Even baked-in, dried-in, set-in dirt is no match for Dash.
Denise, it's becoming a jungle in here.
My plant should really grow.
Grow where? Look at all this. There's even 2 antiperspirants. Why 2?
I need my Secret spray.
Just use mine.
I need something strong, and Secret really helps keep me dry.
Sure, I'll use it.
Secret's strong, but it's for women. Smell.
Pretty. But if it's strong...
That's the law of the jungle. You man, me woman.
Secret, strong enough for a man.
But made for a woman.
The thought of Jennifer and her daughters leaving Springfield really concerns you, doesn't it?
Well, I think I told you in Zurich how it all started with her husband being killed in that accident.
Oh, darling, that wasn't your fault.
No, but I couldn't help but feel a certain responsibility, and here's a woman left alone on her own to raise a teenage daughter.
Well, knowing you and your sense of responsibility, I guess you can't avoid feeling that way.
You know, I kept thinking about Hope and how it would be for her if she were to lose me when she was that age. And I even thought of it more when I was in Chicago, searching for Morgan, thinking how it would be with Hope on her own in a large city like that.
Well, I think perhaps your feelings for Jennifer had something to do with it, too.
Yeah, I don't deny that, but I hope you know that my feelings for her are different than what my feelings for you are.
You don't have to say that. I can well understand how a woman left alone to raise a daughter would evoke a sense of responsibility in you.
And I think it's a matter of timing. Happened right after Renee was killed, and that whole thing with Roger down in the Dominican Republic, and then we met in Aspen and decided that nothing could ever come of our relationship.
You just don't know. You just don't know how often I find myself wishing that somehow...
Sorry to bother you, Mike, but Mrs. Riley's here to see you.
Oh, okay. Can you stay, Elizabeth?
Yes.
Well, then I'll meet her in Ross's office, and I'll be back.
Okay. Lainey, do you have a minute? I'd like to say something to you.
Sure, Elizabeth.
I want you to know I consider you a very good friend.
Thank you. I feel the same way about you.
I hope that Justin's and my divorcing won't change your feelings, that's all.
It won't. After all, there are no hard feelings between you and Justin, except maybe over...
Over Philip? Is that what you were going to say?
Yes. But that's really none of my business.
Ross thinks it's his. We had quite a conversation yesterday. But he told me something I didn't know. He told me that Justin had turned down the presidency of the Cardiology Association because he felt his traveling would be detrimental to Philip's health.
Justin's turned his whole life upside down for Philip since you left.
Lainey, does Justin's feeling for Philip seem a bit out of proportion to you? I mean, considering he's only known Philip since we married.
To tell you the truth, Elizabeth, I never thought about that. It always seemed so... natural.
Yes. Yes, that's true, isn't it? That's part of what I find so puzzling.
Tell him. We'll see. Okay, fine. My love to Alan. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye, Hope. Has Morgan told you that she and Jennifer are moving away?
No, Morgan hasn't, but I was just up at the main house and Jennifer told me. I couldn't believe it.
Neither could I. What were you doing up at the main house?
Looking for your mother. She was out.
Why did you want to talk to Mother?
I'll get to that in a minute. First, man, I want to tell you about a few decisions I made that are going to affect both of us.
I get awful sinus, headache, congestion. My husband says take aspirin. My neighbor says a nasal spray. My mother says antihistamine. But my boss says extra strength Sinutab does it all.
The most non-aspirin sinus pain reliever per tablet without a prescription. 54% more per tablet than standard sinus remedies. Helps relieve pressure and congestion, too.
My boss was right. That's why she's the boss.
Extra strength Sinutab puts you where the relief is. From the makers of Sinutab.
Little kids today like to play the way big kids do. So Mattel Preschool created the new First Wheel Big Dig construction site. Big kids action, but easy for your little kids to operate. The Big Dig comes with its own die-cast metal dump truck from the First Wheels collection. All safety designed for even your littlest construction boss.
Need a driver for that rig?
First Wheels Big Dig by Mattel Preschool.
For today's kids.
Oh, the boss! Oh, hurry, the Regina electric broom.
The 3-speed Regina electric broom vacuum cleaner.
Coming! Electric broom.
Lightweight, easy to use, a whiz on carpets and bare floors, even an edge cleaner for baseboards. Gets under low furniture. The Regina electric broom vacuums the whole house.
Get the door. I've got to fix up.
Hi, BG.
Hi.
There's a choice of electric brooms at your favorite store, all under $50.
Oh, General Foods International Coffees. What a thoughtful sister. I thought we'd relax and enjoy the end of a beautiful day together.
Celebrate the moments of your life.
Chocolatey flavored Irish mocha mint for me, and your favorite, cinnamony cafe Vienna. So good. This really makes the day complete. You know, it's nice having a sister who's also a friend.
Celebrate the moments of your life.
General Foods International Coffees to celebrate the moments of your life.
On Channel 2, you see the numbers drawn first, weeknights at 7:30. Help draw the daily lottery number by sending your name, address, and phone on a postcard to the numbers game, care of WMAR-TV, 6400 York Road, Baltimore 21212. Those chosen will each receive a $10 lottery subscription. That's the live numbers game, 7:30 weeknights on Channel 2.
Thanks again for all your help, Laurie.
Where did you finally decide to move your office, Vanessa?
Oh, well, right next door to the conference room. Laurie was very sweet. She tried to make me comfortable, but of course, nothing could be as comfortable and convenient as being right next door to you in Diane's office.
Well, now, all good things must come to an end, Vanessa.
Yes. Never understood why. Have you?
Alan, while Laurie was helping Vanessa, Ben stopped by. He wanted to see you. And when I told him that you were in a meeting, he asked me to deliver this to you. It's his official letter of resignation.
Resignation?
Oh, I think I know what's happening. The gallery in Chicago that's handling Ben now has already sold 2 of his paintings, so I'm sure Ben wants to devote all of his time to painting.
Yes, that's the reason he gave me also.
Well, of course, I'm very happy for him. But he's going to be sorely missed around here.
Well, Alan, if you'd like, I can start interviewing for his replacement immediately.
Oh, now, goodness. I wouldn't want to put you to any trouble, Vanessa. What about Sam Lovell? He was second in command under Ben.
Oh, fine. Why don't you talk to him and offer him the job?
I'll do that this afternoon.
Did Ben say anything about whether or not he and Amanda had settled their differences?
No, but he did tell me that I could reach him at Rita Bauer's apartment if I needed him, so I assume they're still separated.
What a pity.
Listen, I tried to reach your lawyer for you again, but his secretary said that he's in court, and he probably won't be able to get back to you until sometime later this evening.
I can't wait that long. Call Ross Marler and see if he can have a drink with me after work. Tell him it's about Philip.
No, Diane, don't trouble yourself. You see, Ross isn't even in town today. He's right now on his way to the state capitol to meet with the governor.
Well, that was fast, even for Ross.
Unfortunately, it's not about Ross's appointment. It's about the district attorney.
Well, in that case, I'll call him later at his apartment.
Oh, sorry, Alan. This morning, all Ross could talk about was having dinner with some gentleman who's flying in from London, staying at his apartment. Apparently, it's just going to be meeting until this gentleman leaves town.
I thought he'd given up all of his personal clients.
Oh, it's not a client of Ross's. Apparently, it's a son of a patient of Justin. I think his name is, Chet Stafford, something like that.
I told you about Eve.
I know. You don't have to say it again.
Look, let me try to explain something, okay? You know, if we hadn't had all those problems that led to our separation, I never would have come up against these feelings that I have for Eve now.
In other words, you're saying that it's my fault that you still care about her. Is that it?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there's no reason why everyone else's life should stop.
Maybe you don't want to hear this right now, but I don't have much of a life without you.
Amanda, please, come on. You know, I mean, I can't deal with that kind of guilt that puts on me right now. Not along with everything else. Look, maybe the answer is for us to try a legal separation, or even we.
Ben, I want you to come back to me.
Amanda, I'm sorry. It's just not that simple for me.
Couldn't we at least try to live together to see if it would work?
No, not right now.
Why?
Because I'm afraid if I came back, I'd hurt you even more in the long run.
You couldn't.
You can answer that?
Just give me a second.
You all right? You're still getting these phone calls, all right?
No, I haven't gotten them in a few days.
I got it. Hello. Yes, it is. Yeah, who's calling, please? Yeah, hold on. It's a Dr. Sedgwick. If you're not up to talking to her, I'll take a message.
No, I'll take it. Thank you. Hello, Dr. Sedgwick.
Amanda, did you forget your appointment with me?
Oh, no, I did. I'm sorry, Dr. Sedgwick. A lot has happened since I saw you yesterday. I could come right over now. I could be there in about 15 minutes.
No, don't rush. I have other patients in the waiting room. I should have some time about 3.
Fine, I'll see you then.
Amanda, are you all right? You sound very tense.
No, it's just that I've had a lot of unusual pressures to deal with today, but I'll handle them.
You'd better, Amanda. For the baby's sake.
I know. I keep telling myself that. Well, I'll see you soon, Dr. Sedgwick. Goodbye. I forgot a doctor's appointment.
Did I hear you say something about having seen her yesterday, too? Man, is there something wrong you're not telling me about?
I've just been under a lot of pressure lately since you moved out. Do you know that?
Yes, I do. But if this is the second day in a row that you're seeing a doctor...
She ran some tests. She just wants to give me the results.
What kind of tests?
Tests to determine how to alleviate some of the pressure that I've been under. That's all. I've got to get going, so why don't you tell me now what you wanted to talk to Mother about?
I think that I better hold off on that for a while. You have enough to deal with right now.
You've been brutally honest with me about everything else, so...
Amanda, look. I know that you didn't want to hear the things that I said, but they just had to be said. Well, I had better get back to the apartment. Wait for Morgan before this storm hits. You better be on your way to your doctor's appointment, so you don't have to drive in the rain, okay? Take care.
You too.
I'm sorry.
If only I could get rid of Jennifer as easily. What if her plan to leave is only a lie, like everything else? And she plans to tell Amanda the truth to get her sympathy. I just can't let that happen. I won't let it happen.
8 o'clock with bread, 10 o'clock with bread, 12 o'clock with bread, Pillsbury quick bread mix.
Around here, it's always Pillsbury quick bread time. They've got a great homemade taste because they're made with wholesome ingredients like chopped walnuts, dates, and cranberries. And all 8 kinds, from banana to date to nut, take just 3 minutes from box to oven.
3 o'clock with bread, 6 o'clock with bread, round the clock with bread, Pillsbury quick bread mix.
You should have seen my husband's face when I told him we were going to do an Ivory soap commercial.
I love the city. And when you work in Manhattan, boy, you can get pretty dirty.
You like to know that you can go home and take a shower with Ivory soap and get clean.
I don't want additives in my soap, like heavy perfumes or creams. I want the natural kind of clean you get from Ivory.
Ivory, for a pure, natural kind of clean.
Ivory is like an old friend.
I'm a whiz at wallpapering. Help!
Oh, boy. Let me turn the chicken off. Wallpaper looks great.
The chicken doesn't.
Oh, it's been soaking in Crisco oil an hour.
Gotta soak up more oil. Won't it taste greasy?
Crisco oils always come through. Let's try it.
Nice going. It doesn't taste greasy.
Crisco oil's unbelievable.
So's that paper.
You can trust Crisco oil for no greasy taste, and it has no cholesterol.
We'll continue with part 2 of The Guiding Light in a moment.
Sunday, a CBS special movie presentation of A Perfect Match. Linda Kelsey of Lou Grant is a woman with a deadly disease, and her only hope is the daughter she deserted as an infant.
Julie doesn't know that she's adopted.
Can she ask her for life itself? A Perfect Match, a television premiere Sunday night.
This is CBS.
Ragu makes spaghetti sauce the traditional Italian way, with all natural ingredients.
That's Italian.
Ragu spaghetti sauce, that's Italian.
Smooth, fresh, creamy milk. That's the gentle beginning of cheese that tastes deliciously mild. The beginning of Casino Swiss. The result is a natural cheese with no preservatives. The result is a mild cheese with a smooth, even texture. The result is a variety of Casino cheeses, each with its own distinctively mild flavor. Each with the same beginning, fresh, creamy milk. Ask for Casino cheeses from Kraft. They're mildly incredible.
Streetcar fares went up to 5 cents. This country is going to, macaroni and cheese.
Your favorite, Muller's.
Since your great-grandmother's day, the fresh, tender taste of Muller's macaroni has been winning old-fashioned compliments.
Cook like your mother and you'll catch a fine husband.
More, please, Mother.
Muller's macaroni is still winning old-fashioned compliments at sensible prices.
More, please, Mother. He said please.
Get the news straight from Tom Sweeney weeknights on News Scene.
The Guiding Light. This portion is presented by delicious mountain-grown Folgers, mountain-grown for rich flavor, and by Dawn, the dishwashing liquid that takes grease out of your way.
I asked her if Justin's feelings for Philip had ever seemed out of proportion. I mean, seeing as he's my son. You know what she said?
No, what? I'm listening. Go ahead. I just had to write this down.
She said she never really thought about it because it had always seemed so natural.
I'll go along with that. Uh-huh.
Sorry to bother you again, Mike. Mrs. Richards is here.
Oh, is she good?
Oh, Mike.
Good. Have her come in.
I should get out of your way.
No, you've heard so much about her. I want you to meet her.
All right.
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
I hope I didn't get you to bed.
No, not at all. I want you to meet Elizabeth Marr, Jennifer Richards.
Hello. I heard a lot about you.
It's very nice to meet you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
I left a message for you at Lucille's. Did you get it?
Oh, well, yes, I just called in. I was in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd stop by and see if it was urgent.
Well, no, I was just going to call and ask you to dinner, but I've got to drive a client over to Louisville this afternoon, so I wouldn't be back in time.
I'm sorry. You know, there are some things I wanted to talk to you about.
I hope it's about changing your mind about leaving Springfield.
No, Mike, I haven't changed my mind.
Well, in that case, I'm going to have to make arrangements to see you tonight so I can change your mind. Or at the very least, I'll get Morgan on my side, and then you wouldn't have a choice.
Well, you'd have a better chance of convincing me. You know, I told Morgan. She didn't seem to mind at all.
Then I'll work on both of you.
I'm sorry, I apologize. You probably have no idea what we're talking about.
Yes, she does.
I think I should warn you. I've known Mike a bit longer than you have, and a dreadfully determined man.
Well, I'm afraid this decision is already made.
We'll see.
I better get back to work. It was very nice to meet you, Elizabeth.
Thank you. Good luck wherever you go.
Well, thank you very much. And, Mike, if it isn't too late, when you get back, would you give me a call?
Count on it.
Good.
My love to Morgan.
Good, I'll tell him.
Bye.
Bye.
Very attractive lady. Beautiful eyes.
Yeah. But it's what's going on behind those eyes that I want to find out about.
And I feel like I'm clinging to
Chet, I can understand your father refusing to let me see Jane Marie, but you must know how important it is to me to explain what happened to Janet.
We know what happened, Alan.
Janice drowned. And where the hell were you? And why had she been drinking when she never took a drink before in her entire life?
Chet, I've already told the police everything I know.
Oh, Alan, I don't believe your story for a second. And the police wouldn't either if your father wasn't Brandon Spaulding.
What does my father have to do with it?
He's rich, and he's influential. And I'll bet this isn't the first mess he's gotten you out of with his money, Alan. But it's the last as far as the Stafford family is concerned. So I just want you to get out of this house, and I never want you to come back here again.
But I have to see Jane Marie.
I am warning you, Alan. If you ever try to see my sister again, I swear I will kill you. And I mean it.
Alan. Alan.
Oh, darling.
Alan, are you all right?
Just let me hold you.
Oh, Alan. Your expression was so sad when I came in. It worried me.
There. Is that better?
Oh, much. Listen, I know you're busy, and I really hate to disturb you, but I just came from Amanda's house, and I'm very worried about her, Alan.
So am I. I asked Diane earlier if she thought that Ben and Amanda had gotten back together, and she said she didn't think they had.
No, and Amanda's convinced that they never will.
I wonder if Ben has told her that he resigned from the company today.
He did. You know, he came over to Amanda's house while I was there, and I should have known from the expression on his face that something was wrong. Alan, I just don't know how much bad news Amanda can take, especially in her condition.
Has she told him yet that she's pregnant?
No, but I told her that she should.
Well, I hope she takes your advice, because he does have every right to know.
I know. But Amanda is so proud. And now that she's convinced herself that Ben is still in love with Eve, I don't think she's going to tell him ever.
Amanda, I'm trying to be fair with you. I still have feelings for Eve. Maybe we should get a trial separation. Or even
a divorce.
Amanda, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Oh, Jennifer, I was right all along. He's left me for good. He's never coming back.
Ben actually said that?
He didn't have to. It's over. I know it.
Amanda, you mustn't give up hope. You have to keep telling yourself that everything will be all right.
Not
and
this
it
time.
will.
Not this time. Jennifer, please, you can't leave right now. I really need you here so badly. Please.
Right.
Anyone for leftovers?
We've still got 6 feet of meatball sandwich.
Oh, boy. Here's another leftover.
Oh, another mug.
Oh, just when you're finishing with that greasy pan.
It's okay.
Isn't that water too greasy now?
Nope. I'm using Dawn dishwashing liquid. Dawn will handle that grease.
This I've got to see. Huh? Water doesn't feel greasy. And neither do my hands. And this mug looks as good as the first one you washed.
Here's why. Half a cup of grease added to dishwater. Dawn breaks up grease, surrounds it, takes grease out of your way, helps keep it from settling back on your dishes.
Dawn is great on leftovers.
You're pretty good yourself.
Dawn takes grease out of your way.
Hey, Ed, what'd you use an automatic coffee maker? Folgers flaked coffee? Great.
What do you use in the automatic coffee maker?
Folgers flaked coffee.
Delicious.
Mrs. Olson, what did you use? Oh, Folgers flaked coffee.
Nothing's better in these coffee makers.
Why is that?
Folgers is mountain grown, the richest kind of coffee. It's a coffee recommended by Mr. Coffee, the best-selling coffee maker.
And it's flaked?
Flaked to release more rich flavor, so you use less. If you normally use 5 measures, you only need 4 of Folgers flaked coffee.
Delicious.
Mountain grown Folgers. That's how good coffee makers make great coffee.
As
dawn silently creeps into the Cowens' bedroom, a pasty film covers their mouths. They wake with the worst breath of the day.
Morning. Scope?
I use mine.
Yours leaves your breath medicine-y, not minty like Scope.
Mine kills germs.
Scope kills germs?
Come on.
Try.
Minty fresh.
And kills germs. Morning.
Scope fights bad breath, doesn't give medicine breath.
Now look, I won't leave until things start going right for you again. I promise.
You're not just saying that.
No, I will stay here as long as you need me.
Thank you.
Now, come on, sit down.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for losing control like that. It's just that when Ben was here, he told me that he resigned from Spaulding Enterprises. And that he was going to go away to Europe. And he told me that he wanted to be fair to me. And that I should go to a lawyer and get... I can't even say the word.
It's all right. Look, I'm going to fix you a nice cup of tea, all right?
No, I don't have time. Dr. Sedgwick called when Ben was here. I forgot about my appointment today, so she's going to fit me in at 3 o'clock.
Amanda, how could you forget an appointment as important as that one?
Jennifer, things have been pretty hectic around here since yesterday.
I know that, and I also know that the baby you're carrying is the most important thing in the world. She has to have #1 priority in your life until she's born, and even after that.
You said she. Are you so certain it's going to be a girl?
I guess it's just wishful thinking. Look, I'm going to fix you that cup of tea.
Okay. But first, can I ask you a big favor?
Yeah.
Would you come to the hospital with me? I don't want to go there alone. Not today, especially.
Well, ordinarily, I'd be happy to, but I haven't seen your mother all day, and I should be at the main house when she gets home.
I am home. And you should have been there when I arrived, Jennifer.
Mrs. Wexler.
Of course, I should be used to your being down here whenever I need you the most.
I'm terribly sorry.
I really don't want to hear your excuses. Did you contact the gardener about covering my roses?
Well, no, I didn't think that you wanted that done.
You didn't think? Wasn't it you who told me there was a cold front moving into the area, that I should have my roses tended to immediately?
Oh, Mrs. Wexler, you must have misunderstood.
Why didn't you do something about it?
Mother, why don't you let her explain?
There is no explanation. Jennifer, would you please go up to the main house and see that my instructions are followed before my roses suffer the way everything else has in my household lately?
Yes, Mrs. Wexler. Amanda, I'll talk to you later.
How dare you talk to her like that?
How dare I? She is my servant.
And she's a very good friend of mine.
Yes. So she'd like you to believe, while she continues to rob us of everything she can get her
That's
hands
a
on.
lie.
Amanda, there have been things missing in this house and in my house ever since that woman set foot on our premises.
And you still can't prove that Jennifer took any of it.
Oh, can't I? What would you say if I told you she took the gold letter opener off my desk?
Mother, that happened a long time ago when Morgan ran away to Chicago and Jennifer had no idea how it got in there.
Even then you tried to excuse her criminal behavior, didn't you? By sneaking it back into my desk, not thinking I would know where you found it.
I did that to save her the embarrassment of more of your ludicrous accusations.
You can't save her any longer because it's been gone again today.
What does that mean?